It's Sunday in the Breakfast Club, and I am Serious Mind. I want to know what's up with all the flat earthers, man. Um, there's always been like fringe people around that believed it. I think even half the people that were part of the Flat Earth Society just did it as a lark or as a joke. But there seems to be a growing number of people that think that the Earth is really a flat disk and that scientists and all of everybody are lying about it. And the thing that there's just it's puzzling for a lot of reasons. It's very easy to point to evidence that totally destroys the notion of a flat disk Earth. I'm not even going to get into it because, if anyone really wants to find out, maybe I'll make a follow-up video. But, by now I think everybody knows. But anyway, there's this growing number, and what I want to know is why is this number of people getting bigger, and they're getting louder, and they're getting more vocal. And the thing that's so stupid about it, though, beyond the fact that there's tons of evidence to the contrary, is that this conspiracy that would be involved, and I don't believe in any of the big conspiracy things that go around. I think they're silly, but have there been conspiracies in history? Yeah, there have been. So conceivably, could some of them have some merit? Theoretically, in the absence of, just in abstract, if you just want to say, is it possible that there are conspiracies that happen now? Well, we know they've happened occasionally, in rare occasion in the past, so it could be happening now. But it takes more than that, than just the fact that conspiracies exist to want to believe any specific one. But the thing is, in any conspiracy that the Moon hoax one, and the JFK, and all this other garbage, 9/11, you could at least see a motivation as to why someone would do what the conspiracy-minded accuse people of. Obviously JFK, political assassination, that you could see that someone would have a motivation to do that. Someone would have a motivation to hoax, the moon landing. Someone would have a motivation to fake 9/11. I don't think any of those things ever happened. Oh, I knew that the hoaxes are all right. I think these are real events, and I think we have a pretty good idea of who did them and why. But at least when you try to understand the people who believe in the conspiracies, you can see that there's a motivation as to why someone would do it the way they've accused people. But with the flat earthers, this is just pure insanity. I mean, what about it is well, if people knew it was a disc, what? and what advantage is there other than globe manufacturers is there to convincing people that the Earth is a globe and not a disc if it wasn't true? And even then, okay, well, instead of manufacturing globes, they'd make discs. There wouldn't be any disadvantage for them. So it just doesn't make sense. That's why it's so nonsensical. Even the crazy chemtrail people. Okay, fine, spraying, mind control things. It's not happening, but at least you could understand the motivation as to why that, somebody would want to do that. But it's we will trick them into believing the Earth's a sphere, and then it's kind of like the underpants gnomes, It's convince everybody the Earth is a globe when it isn't. 2, question mark, and then 3, profit. I really, if I wasn't so turned off by these nutty, flat earthers, I would ask one of them as to why. And so if you're a crazy flat earther and you, or if you probably think you're a sane one, fine. Let me know why you think that anyone would do this, because somebody suggested to me that, well, it's all about something to do with denying God, but all the religions, or the bulk of the religions, including the bulk of the Christian religions, denominations, believe the Earth is a sphere. So I'm trying to figure out, and as far as somebody said, well, it had something to do with evolution and evolution. If even if this really was a disk planet, evolution would still be true. It has nothing. They don't go together. There has not, one doesn't have anything to do with another. So why and why now? Why out of all the times? I mean, we're in this time where, very easily, I've done this before. Look at the phone. We have access to all, or all practically all of the information ever, discerned by humanity, available in our pocket, and yet people seem to be getting dumber than ever, and it really has me concerned because our whole society, the more technological we get, more important it is that we understand science, and people have worried about the fact that labor continues to get replaced by automation. Well, you can kind of understand why. If people are so dumb that they can't, that they just have this visceral hatred for science and technology, and they don't know how any of it works or why, and they think everything is a big lie. We're heading down a really really bad road. So if you have any thoughts as to why things are going this way, or what motivation anybody would have to faking the Earth being a globe if it wasn't, I'd love to hear it, because this is it's kind of mind numbing. Anyway, catch you guys next week, and the God That Funk is up next, and I'm sure it'll be something probably more interesting than this topic. But anyway, see you next time.